Hi.
Hi.
Let us die.
Things not to say to your DM. Great start to the show.
I'm very tired. And
How's it going, Dom?
I'm very tired.
I'm just remembering that time Dom wanted one of his characters in my game to die and tried to have him do some dramatic sacrifice. And one of the other players at the table didn't know and wouldn't let him.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
So speaking of Sephiroth, Advent Children is pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. I love that movie.
Mhm.
I've seen it once. I don't remember any of it, but it was good.
Perhaps the only good video game movie. Can you think of?
I've seen it twice. Once I barely remembered, and the second time I don't remember at all because I watched it after getting home from Dragon Con, and I just somehow slept through the whole thing.
Somehow.
Incorrect. Sonic the Hedgehog was actually a pretty good movie.
Okay. It's not the best game movie though. That honor goes to Dungeons and Dragons the movie.
I don't think I've ever watched that one because there's a lot of Dungeons and Dragons movies. I feel.
I think there's just the one.
No, there's the Gamers movies.
Those
That's not a
not-
D&D.
Unless you mean Dungeons and Dragons branded movies.
I'm talking about Dungeons and Dragons, the film. That is the title of the film. Oh, there was a made-for-TV sequel. I need to get that.
We need to watch that.
Yeah, I. Does it have the same cast?
Yeah, in 2012 there was a Dungeons and Dragons Book of Vile Darkness. There was Dungeons and Dragons Wrath of the Dragon God in 2005.
Yeah, that's the sequel to Dungeons and Dragons.
Is it the same cast?
It didn't look like it.
Okay. Still, we need to see that.
Oh, the Book of Vile Darkness is another sequel
Yeah.
to the same story.
I can't believe you say you like the Dungeons and Dragons movie and you only watched a third of the trilogy.
You're right. I feel ashamed for only having
Especially
watched.
with the Book of Vile Darkness being like a major point, like MacGuffin of a movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, the first one is fantastic. You should. I have it on VHS, so we can watch it together.
Oh
when
god, I would
this
love
is-
to do a Dungeons
When
and
we
Dragons
can, like-
watch party.
Yeah, when
Places
all
again.
this is gone, then yeah, we can. In 2027.
I think I watched Wrath of the Dragon God once.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I vaguely recognize the cast because I remember the female barbarian and the thief, and those are both in this, and they look familiar
Okay.
because I watched bits of it, because my sister was watching it at like our cousin's house like a couple years ago. Like it was something I like got glimpses of and like remembered just enough of it.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to forget anytime that there is a female barbarian. One, because they are not particularly common in a lot of media, and two, because I want them to kill me.
I feel like if you're going to use the Book of Vile Darkness as your MacGuffin, you'd be just as well off to just use a deck of many things.
No, because the deck of many things isn't sought after by the world's biggest criminals.
Yeah.
Why?
Sought after by 3 bards. Which, now that I'm saying that out loud, would be a great movie.
is Mazes and Monsters?
Are you also looking at the 10 best D&D movies?
Yes. Oh, this is the one where, yeah, this is
This is helpful to all of us.
anti D&D propaganda.
Oh.
Wait, there's an anti D&D one?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
We have to watch that.
It's
It
It goes even deeper.
Tom,
I know an anti-D&D parody.
I mean, this is Mazes and Monsters by featuring Tom Hanks, where he goes insane, basically.
I don't like that this is the 10 best D&D movies ever, and the highest rated one is a 7.6.
Actually, I'm not seeing that. What I'm seeing is it's just the Google like header of like
Oh,
here
okay.
are movies like this, D&D movies.
Okay, this is what I was thinking of. Dark Dungeons from Zombie Orpheus Entertainment.
Oh, yeah, that one is... Well, Zombie Orpheus is the gamers people.
Yep.
John, what about Dragonlance Dragons of Autumn Twilight? An animated D&D movie with one dude with a crazy mustache.
It's Dragonlance. At least one person has to have a crazy mustache.
Oh, wow, it had Kiefer Sutherland in it.
Nice. We have to
And
see
Lucy
it.
Lawless. Okay.
We have to see it.
When are we just going to have a D&D movie watch party? Oh, good. Nice and badass.
Phil Lamar in it.
Who's Phil Lamar?
Who isn't Phil Lamar?
Me.
Tom Hanks.
A lot of people.
He's Green Lantern in Justice League and Unlimited. He's Hermes Conrad in Futurama. He's Samurai Jack and Static Shock. He's Wilt in Foster's Home. He's also plays voices in Metal Gear, Jak and Daxter, Darksiders, Final Fantasy, Infamous, Dead Island, Kingdom Hearts, and Mortal Kombat.
So he's Hermes from Futurama?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
But who did he voice in Pac-Man?
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
No, he voiced Pac-Woman.
Oh, he was the Earth King in Avatar The Last Airbender, a show we've all seen.
Yeah. All of us.
All of us.
He was Edward in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
For one episode. Oh, never mind. He's cool. He played Kit Fisto in Star Wars The Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's the one that Tim will know.
I mean, Kit Fisto's cool. I was thinking Plo Koon for a second, who's the only good Jedi.
Kit Fisto's all tentacly.
Yeah, he's the hentai Jedi.
And that's a bad thing?
Yes. Tim, he's not the good hentai Jedi. He's the average hentai
He
Jedi.
was IP host and local anchor in the Powerpuff Girls movie.
Oh. It's okay. He was, where was he? Bolby Stroganovsky in Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. Yeah. Who's Lucy Lawless? I know that name. She wasn't Xena Warrior Princess, was she?
She was.
Yeah, that's right.
I hope she's Gold Moon. Who is Gold Moon?
Where do you see Gold Moon?
The character that she played.
Oh.
Kind and understanding female barbarian. So yeah.
Xena. Yeah.
We're going to see Dragonlance Dragons of Autumn Twilight.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Also, I need to go back and rewatch Xena, Warrior Princess.
Yeah, I don't think I ever watched much of it.
Never seen it.
So like, I remember watching Voyager like every single night that it came out. Star Trek Voyager.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Star Trek: The Next Generation every night that it was reruns because I'm not that old.
Yeah.
Mhm. Same.
But basically every night of the week, or every week at least, there was a rerun of it. And I have like flashes of memory of us seeing Xena. I know we watched every single episode, but I don't remember any of it.
Let's just all right. Here's what we do. We have like a watch party of them, but it's like you watch an episode of Xena and I watch an episode of the Hercules TV show, and then we tell each other what happened in it, and then the next week I watch an episode of Xena and you watch an episode of Hercules.
Gotcha.
And then we relay that information, and then we just go back and forth.
Okay.
But when you're doing this, you're not allowed to use pronouns.
On the bright side, all we have to do is for one episode, we can just be like, "It's okay. You don't need to know anything except disappointed," and that's it. Only important part of that. Do you know about that, Tim?
I know of the meme. I don't know what it's from.
So in the Hercules TV show, there's a point where it's okay. In the script, there was a line that he is supposed to say, and at the beginning of the line, in parentheses, it says the word disappointed, meaning that he needed to be disappointed while he said this line. He did not quite understand that that's what it was supposed to be, so instead he just went, disappointed! Like, to the sky.
Alignment. Lawful himbo.
Oh, Kristin, this is where you'll know Philomar from. He was Al the Brown Dog in Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Oh, okay.
And that worked.
I actually do know who that is.
Nice.
He's friends with Casey, the three-legged dog. He's trained as a service dog. And now you know more than you ever wanted to.
Oh, dude, Philomar was in Megas XLR?
Yeah.
That
I never
shit was-
watched that show.
That shit was dope. I never watched it either, but it
Yeah,
had
that
a
was
video
cool.
game.
Did it?
Yeah, it had a flash game. Megas XLR game.
Remember back when Flash games were a thing?
Megas XLR versus the universe.
Flash.
Hey, it's still live. Still live until the end of this year.
There you go, Tim. I put the disappointed in the Gentleman's Gang chat for you. Should have put it in memes, but that's fine.
Nope, don't open that. I have to open up another Discord page.
Why?
I've got one over here, and it's the Gentleman's Gank one that I use for pulling up the images, like this. And then I have one here for y'all's faces. And then I need one over here so that I can see what things y'all throw in there. Because if I move anything on these other ones, everything screws up.
Sounds like you need more monitors.
Yep. I need one here, and here, and...
Yeah, I need a third monitor real bad. And a good computer.
Yeah.
I'm just worried that mine will slow down if I add a third monitor. I don't know if the graphics card is ready to try to do 3 things at once.
Which card is it?
Oh.
How many ports does it have on the back?
What's up? I don't know. How do I know that?
By looking?
Tim, how do I turn my computer around on my desk? There's not that much room.
Just stick your head behind it.
That's the wall.
So
I can't put my
Okay,
head
so
through the wall.
stick your head through the wall.
How many
These are easy solutions here.
my PC have? Wait, sorry. Graphics card.
yeah, what is your graphics card? Besides
It's
old.
a Radeon something. Do I still have Specky on this computer?
Because I have 3 ports, and I'm using all 3 ports. An HDMI, a DVI, and something else.
If you open up Device Manager and expand display adapters, it'll tell you what you've got.
That's cool. I found Specky again. Radeon R9 380.
Radeon R9 380. It looks cool. Oh, you have 4 4 ports.
I mean, I have them, yes,
You have
but those ports are
HDMI,
also
DVI,
8 years old.
D, and the other one, DisplayPort.
Yeah, but the ports are 8 years old
Yeah, well, I mean, they still work.
for now. I haven't unplugged the monitors in a while, and I'm kind of worried too.
Disappointed.
It's just such a good line. It's so
I've
dumb.
seen it before. Yeah. Lucy Lawless is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, from what I know, she's like super cool.
She's married to Robert Tappert, but she's like she's given the Star 100 Ally of the Year award at the Australian LGBTI award ceremony.
Fuck yeah.
Because she's like she throughout the years she's been undecided on the nature of the relationship between her and Gabrielle.
Yes.
And then finally she was like, nah, they're married. Screw y'all. They're married. I don't care.
She's like, yeah, I've decided this. Fuck everyone else. And I was like, we believe you.
In the end, yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, for comparison, your R9 380 is roughly the same performance-wise as an NVIDIA Titan.
That sounds good or bad, depending on what you're about to say.
It's
Pretty
good.
Yeah.
It's no 3090, but
Yeah, Titan was their original big chunk card. And also cost about 5 times as much as yours. So it's old, but it's not a slouch. It should be able to handle 3 monitors. As long as you don't try to game on all 3 of them at once.
But something in my computer probably won't. It's actually, like, it still works pretty okay. I don't really have any problems with it. But I also just don't try too hard with a lot of it, and then that way it can't give me a problem.
well, this has been a good stream. We'll see you next week. You never shot him your new character, did you?
Oh, he needs a new one?
Yeah. So
Oh.
you can see what you did. That'd be a fun podcast, though.
How do you...
The idea you had, Dom.
Oh, thank you. I have many good ideas.
Back and forth between Xena and...
Just like the idea of having to watch a show and have a half of the, like, you only get to see every other episode because that's what it was like as a kid.
Yeah.
And then you just have someone fill in the other information for you. Listen, I don't think as a kid I ever had a show where I was able to see it often enough to actually know what was happening, like plot wise.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that didn't happen for me until Netflix.
Nope.
And then you saw it all in one day, so it was fine.
I watched shows consistent enough. I was just stupid, so.
Yeah, we were just stupid and like our memory was bad. My memory is still bad. So that hasn't changed.
Do you remember how I sent it to him last time?
You took a screenshot of the
Share, but
share page. Yeah.
I'm receiving your character.
I can't wait for there to be like a, you know, the share symbol, and you click it, and it pops up, and it's like, how would you like to share this? You know,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Discord, email, text, whatever, and then it's like beam to brain.
That is gonna happen at some point.
It will.
I'm honestly scared about that, not because of the any nefarious implications for what people could do to your head with that, but just because I know for a fact that a few years after that, someone's going to come out with a cheaper model, and I'll get it installed in my head, and I'll be lying back trying to sleep one night, and suddenly, to cancel ads, pay $9.99 a month.
No, I can tell you right now that like Tim has created enough hell for me in my entire life that like every time I know Tim is probably about to sleep after a long day, I will be crumble dancing into his brain as often as I can.
Excellent. See, unfortunately, that'll get to the point where he'll hear caramel dancing and he'll just fall asleep.
Yeah, it'll be a lullaby for him.
Which then you can turn around and be like, "Oh, I know he's driving somewhere right now."
Midstream, I'm just like He's just asleep, like.
Oh no! Oh no!
I've actually done something similar to my brother. He is very well conditioned at this point. All I have to do is smile at him like this. And instantly, he loses the game. And he knows that the game has been over for years, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, that's fair. I'm really tired.
So what movies do we want to do? Or, not movies, TV shows.
See, I like the idea of Xena Hercules just because they are like similar like world and everything.
Yeah. It came out in '95. When did Hercules come out?
'95.
Okay.
Huh.
See,
I think there might have been like a movie crossover. Oh, Xena Warrior Princess is a spin-off of Hercules.
Huh.
I feel like I knew that, but I'd forgotten it.
How is it a spin-off when they came out the same year?
That's how it goes, man.
What did it spin off from?
why won't it let me cut?
Okay, when did Xena start?
Open it up now. September 4th.
Okay,
So,
this was
It
January
was fall.
16th.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yours
yeah.
was a spring release, and this was a fall release.
So they had to have known that they were going to make Xena Warrior Princess when they started airing Hercules, because that would be incredible to just record, like to find out halfway through that you're going to make a season of it and record it in that year.
So how many episodes are there? 134 in Xena. 111 plus 5 TV movies.
Wait, there were more episodes in the spinoff than the original show?
Yeah, well, I mean, that happens pretty often nowadays. Just look at NCIS.
Oh, John.
Just look at Star Trek.
There's a Hercules of the Legendary Adventures beat 'em up on the N64.
Oh, we can't bring that up and not bring up the fact that I found recently Arm Joe, which is
What the fuck is Arm Joe?
Arm Joe is the 6-button fighter based on the Les Miserables.
That's right.
And my favorite part is the characters, and you could be like Jean Valjean, you could be the dude that his daughter flirts with, you could be Javert, or you could be Mecha Jean Valjean.
I love that it's called Arm Joe because Les Miserables is translated to Japanese as Mujo, which is like an expression of exasperation at all the suffering in the world. And so we saw that, we're like, yes, Arm Joe. And they're like, no, it's not Arm Joe. And we're like, yeah, it's Arm Joe.
It's Arm Joe.
It is now.
So, do we do this like one episode a week? Or.
So the problem is that would require 130 weeks.
Yeah.
That'd keep us going for a good 2.5 years.
That would be so much.
It won't let me cut it. It won't let me select only part of it.
Let's see. Pull up the tools.
Those tools. I was trying to use these tools.
Let's go here.
Cool.
And...
Thank you.
Wait,
you can
Hercules?
actually just Control A, Control C, and then post it in Discord.
Oof. Oof, ow.
Oof, ow, what?
The episode count for Hercules is, for season 1 is 13, then 24, 22, 22, 22, 8. As it was canceled midway through the filming of the 6th season.
And yet it still had, like, 5 pilot TV movies?
Yeah!
Oh, they were beforehand. Pilot movies.
Yeah, they were
so,
like, they showed up first, then they did Hercules. I just can't believe they got through 6 seasons, or 5 seasons, and then the 6th one, halfway through, they were like, alright, it's done.
Uh-huh.
How about this? You do it, season by season like we do with most things. 4 episodes per week. But for each pair of episodes, you have to flip a coin to see which one of you is going to watch which one.
Nah, no. Because first of all, I can't be bothered to watch 4 episodes of anything in a week. Like, there's too much going on in life. That's unrealistic. I could sit down for one.
One episode?
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, you still do the 6-week season, but you just roll randomly to find out which episode you're going to watch each week.
Wait, how many episodes are there in a season?
26-ish, standard season.
Oh, okay.
Except for
Yeah,
that one
for
where it was
Hercules, it
8.
looks like it's
So you can't
closer
just
to,
use a D20.
not quite. You could, you just have to skip the first 3 and last 3.
The ones that provide any story.
Yeah, the ones that provide the reason you're happening, and
What about-
Because, like, Deep Space Nine, you can watch the first 3 and last 3 of every season, and you'll get the whole story. Because that's like, it's like the first 3 of the season is carrying over from the last one. It's like building, like, this is what the season's going to be. And the last 3 are like, oh, things are okay, but it's tenuous, and oh no, bad stuff happened! Find out next season! Oh, right, there's the next 3. Skip everything in between.
I don't know, starting in like season 5, they start doing 6-part end of season episodes.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that.
So you start halfway through and you're like, okay, who did Martok kill this time?
I keep forgetting that Hercules was played by Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah, from Andromeda. That's the only thing I know him from. I never watched Andromeda.
That was an incredible set of sentences.
He could have been Fox Mulder in the X-Files. But then he wasn't. What do you know Kevin Sorbo from?
His name. I've just
Do you
heard
know
people
him
say
from
his
his
name.
name?
I'm like looking at his list of stuff, and I'm like, I don't think I've seen any of these things. I've just heard people say Kevin Sorbo is good.
Kevin Sorbo replayed the role of Hercules in God of War 3.
Did he really?
He did.
I swear if he didn't yell disappointed at some point, then like what's the fucking point?
He's going to be Olaf in Dragon Man: The Adventures of Luke Starr.
It's a weird Disney crossover.
See, he was in Bernie the Dolphin 2.
There was a second one? I didn't even know there was a first one.
Miracle in East Texas.
Oddly specific.
Apparently he was in Supergirl. A lot.
Who did he play?
Largand.
I don't know.
Known mainly as Mon El.
Oh,
Ooh, he was in Skylanders.
I'm glad that the first movie for the Hercules show was called Hercules and the Amazon Women. What a weird way to start that out. One of them is Hercules in the Maze of the Minotaur, but like he didn't go through the Maze of the Minotaur. That's Theseus.
I mean,
Yeah, well, Theseus was busy.
I mean, he was a bit of a dick.
yeah. He was Pure Luigi in Wogboy 2: Kings of Mykonos.
He was pure Luigi.
Yep. Pure
Is there-
Luigi.
Watered down Luigi.
Yes. He was Pure Luigi in Wogboy 2: Kings of Mykonos.
Okay, I tend not to like try to think about jokes like this, but like pure Luigi sounds like it is a bad translation, and that like Waluigi would have been impure Luigi. And I really like the idea of impure Luigi and Luigi, and you're just like, who did this? Who named this?
What the fuck does Wogboy mean?
Are you sure you want the answer to that question?
Yes. It's Australian, apparently. Ah, wog's a slang word. It is usually employed as an ethnic or racial slur and considered derogatory and offensive.
Oh,
Okay.
aren't
It
you
is a
glad you did all of this on stream?
derogatory and racially offensive slang word referring to a non-white or darker-skinned white person, including people from the Middle East, North Africa, Indian subcontinent, and other parts of Asia.
awesome.
It couldn't have been something like Budgie Smuggler.
Nope. Apparently, how did they make this a movie?
I don't know, but apologies to, I guess, 2/3 of the world.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, like a lot of
I'm very sorry that the Australians suck and they made a movie about it. What the fuck, guys?
Man, I am looking at some gameplay for the Hercules 64 game. It is not good.
Is this off of Ocarina of Time?
Like in looks of the world, yes, but I mean, like this clearly has like complete mechanical differences and stuff. But man, some of the portraits are very good.
So this is Hercules Legendary Journeys.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could.
I especially like this face. Let me post that in memes and Joe jokes. That is Hercules.
Oh,
that
that's
is
great.
your main character.
Oh, that is fantastic.
That is the face you get to see every time he's talking.
Looking to see if I can get the game on Shop Goodwill.
Can you?
Oh,
Yeah.
is that when
It's as a bundle. I don't need another N64 or Star Fox.
Oh, the Quest profile picture is very good.
Let's see.
Do tell. Yes.
Oh, that
Indeed.
is powerful.
You know what? I can actually show these. If I just pop over to here and nope. That's pretty far back. There we go. Beautiful. Let's see. Oh, see, you can buy it for $11 from Amazon.
I don't know if it's worth that.
Mm,
I mean, maybe it's like fun and good, but like those are some portraits that they put in that game.
So many garbage games came out. Just ever.
so many garbage games came out. This implies that they are no longer coming out.
Oh no, I mean there's
No.
some quite
All-
recent.
All games that come out now are good, especially the ones that give you seizures.
Hmm.
Oh, speaking of games, hey Tim,
Mhm.
have you gotten the new exotic weapon in Destiny? Can you guess what archetype it is?
Wait,
Is it a hand cannon?
Oh, not just that! It's a kinetic hand cannon.
Ooh.
There's
But
like
does it have random rolls?
yes. There's like 10 or 11 different types of weapons in the game.
and
And
they
then-
really cannons exclusively.
There's like 2 scout rifles and like 2 sidearms. And then there's 11 kinetic hand cannons.
I mean, hand cannons are cool as a concept,
Yeah,
but
there's 11 of them. Like
yeah,
there's so many people list them and they forget some of them.
Some of them, yes.
Because as they're listing them. And I hate them all because I want other weapons.
A platinum is 10 gold pieces, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, Carl Urban was in Xena?
So Dom, I'm looking at gameplay from the first few minutes of Hercules: The Legendary Journeys.
yeah.
It recycles just about all of the assets from Ocarina of Time.
Except for the characters.
It recycles most of the sound effects. It recycles the button icons.
I mean, in fairness, they are just the button icons. It's not like they used a different controller than Ocarina of Time. Those are going to be pretty similar no matter what.
Did they use the same chicken as Ocarina of Time?
Did they?
Yes, they did.
See, I tuned into a video that was like in a snow area, which did not seem like Ocarina of Time to me.
I'm so confused. So, Carl Urban, who you'd know better as, oh shit, what's his name? Aomer?
Oh yes.
And he's in The Boys. He's the main character in The Boys, the Amazon show.
Off-brand Leonard McCoy.
Oh yeah, he's also Bones in the new Star Trek. He plays characters in both Xena and Hercules, which, as previously stated, is same world. In Xena,
Yeah.
he plays the recurring character of Julius Caesar. And in Hercules, he plays Cupid?
Amazing.
Complete with the question mark?
No, that's me. But Why? Yeah, there's some good casting here because there's like Gina Torres is Nebula. She's Zoe from Firefly, and what's her name? I can't remember her name. Ikora from Destiny. I couldn't remember because she doesn't exist.
Who voiced Cade?
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce
No, it
Campbell?
wasn't Bruce Campbell.
No.
Nathan Fillion,
Wasn't it,
except for it was Nolan North.
Mel? Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Nolan North.
What?
Technically, throughout all of Forsaken, he was voiced by Nolan North, but he was Nathan Fillion for
Okay.
Destiny 1 and
So Destiny really is
Vanilla 2.
the sequel to Firefly that we've been waiting for forever.
Bungie has
doesn't
always
have watch, but yes.
been doing that for Firefly alumni. They did it in ODST too.
Halo. Yeah. But he's Bruce Campbell is Autolycus, King of Thieves, in Hercules and Xena. All right, so when do we start this? New Year?
We're already an hour and a quarter into the stream.
So yeah, probably.
Hey, Dom, can I get
No,
this?
no, I was talking about the podcast that we're starting. Not this show isn't happening. Let's be honest.
Apparently,
This show hasn't been happening for at least like 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, which I do apologize for. This will be back and actually doing stuff, but I am in a weird spot mentally at the moment, so it's difficult to run things, and more so than I expected. But yeah, that actually that is definitely pretty easy for you to find and purchase.
does it? Do I need? It doesn't say anything about needing to wear it for 24 hours or anything, right?
Nah,
So I
it
can
should
just put it on when I want it, but otherwise not.
Yeah.
Okay.
So part of the issue is the watching it and then describing parts of it to the other person sounds very similar to another show that we have in the works.
You're right.
Which isn't a problem. Because
Well,
this
see,
is different enough that it's doing it in diverging,
The main difference I would do is we wouldn't stream this necessarily. It would be an actual just like audio podcast that I'd upload to like Spotify and all the other podcast places.
Yeah. So how would we like how much would we watch at a time before talking about? If you apparently can watch one episode a week. What if you just watched it at 1.5 times speed? Did you get through 2 episodes like that?
Maybe. I guess I could probably watch 2 episodes a week, and we could do that. So like each week we'd get together for 30 minutes, 45 minutes ish, and run
Enough time to watch 2 episodes.
No,
Hercules, the legendary journeys. Only every time he does something that someone specifically who wasn't Hercules did, it gets 5% faster. And you have to watch it like that.
I was thinking that we'd watch and then come together and tell each other. Cause there's no way we'll be able to like watch it and then like.
Oh yeah, of course.
It'll basically be like give the other person the cliff notes of what happened. But if we do 2 episodes each, then like I'll watch the first episode of Xena and you'll watch the first episode of Hercules, and then I'll watch the second episode of Hercules and you'll watch.
Well, you wouldn't have the previous episode's context.
Correct.
Which is the whole reason we'd be talking about it.
So we'd be sharing it.
You need one person explaining that episode, the other person's like, that makes so much sense. Yeah,
That's
I
why.
Like that be both of us explaining Xena at the same time, because one person's like, all right, so they did this, and it's like, oh, that makes sense, because in the second episode, they were doing this. I think I hate that a lot. It's perfect.
Okay.
Yep, that just describes this channel in general. I think I hate that a lot. It's perfect.
Yep.
The alternative way of running this is like all four of us do it, and like we each watch one. So like I watch Xena Warrior Princess 1, and Tim watches 2, and y'all watch Hercules 1 and 2.
Oh, see, I was thinking we could just like, if we're doing it like that, we could just skip a second show and just each of us watch one different episode of Xena and then come together to explain what the hell. Whoever watches episode 4 is just like, I have no clue how they got here.
Going on. Also, you have to skip any recaps.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That has to be a rule.
There's
I mean,
no
in
point
fairness,
doing
if
the show otherwise.
you're the 4th episode, the recap is not going to tell you what happened 4 episodes ago. It's going to tell you what happened last episode.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I appreciate the like idea of we have like Hercules, like 2 people watch Hercules, an episode of Hercules, 2 people watch an episode of Xena, and then we have 10 minutes at most to explain what happened in it to everyone else. So if they ask questions, you have to talk quickly, or else you're not going to get to the end of your episode. I think I like this idea by virtue of I would probably pay more attention to it by writing things down so I could like talk about it later than I've like paid attention to any show in the last 10 years.
Yeah. And you just start you've got like a sheet of paper that you're writing, and the first third of it is just questions.
Yeah. It's just questions for whoever watched the previous episode.
Just in case they don't cover it, you can just ask them. All right. I think we've been streaming long enough.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, erase that. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
What
Cool.
now? What do we call this show?
Xena the Legendary Podcast.
Hercules Warrior Podcast.
I prefer Hercules Podcast Princess.
Hercules, the legendary podcast. I just like the idea of Hercules, the legendary princess.
Incredible.
Xercules, the legendary princess.
What were the movies? Just Hercules and Xena?
Well, the Hercules one had like a different name for each.
Yeah. There was a combo show.
Oh,
Hercules
the-
and Xena, the animated movie, The Battle for Mount Olympus.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one because one of us is gonna have to watch the first half of the movie, and the other one's gonna have to watch the second half of the movie.
Oh goodness. No, this is terrible.
What?
This is real bad.
What's bad?
After 3 years of this, we're gonna have to pull in young Hercules and have a third person join the podcast. Because there's the Young Hercules show starring Ryan Gosling.
What?
Why?
And it looks
Okay, then.
great! Oh gosh, no! Even better! Because it's 50 episodes of Young Hercules, for a total of 161 episodes of Hercules total. That puts it just a little bit more than Xena, so that fixes the gap there.
I mean, yeah, apparently. You know, it is possible that we could roll this into that other show idea we have if we do that being one of the 2 halves of the show.
Okay. I'm trying to remember which show. I'm scrolling up.
This is the
Explain.
the diving show.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Still need to find 2 more things to use for that show. I have 6 ideas to work with for now.
Are you looking for like segments or things to be explained?
Things to be explained.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The only objection to making it like a second half of it is then it would have to be like the 2 of us on every single week.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So unless we like pre-recorded it and then put it in and like
I mean, that's not the worst idea somehow.
No, it's not. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this weird look behind the scenes.
Yeah,
I have
this weird.
no
behind the
idea what I'm
scenes
going to
podcast.
title this.
This is the audio only streaming show, Gentleman's King. This is called Xena the Princess Podcast or something.
Yeah, this is a weird one. Okay, well,
I mean, that's just how it has to be.
yep. Well, thanks everyone for coming. Nobody came. That's as it should be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go check out our holiday gift guide. It's very important. It's hard getting gifts for people, and this will solve all your problems. And we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.